will. There we have it. You know, usually it's so cold in this room because it's in the basement, but it's not all that cold today. That's so unusual. So I'll share this mudra with you so you can use it during the centering if you choose to. You're welcome to or not, of course, if you have one that you prefer. But this is one for the 5th chakra, the throat chakra, okay? So that's where the focus of attention is. And all you do is open your fingers, fold in your index finger, and then place your thumb over your index finger and spread out the other fingers. No, wait, the 2 longer fingers are together and the pinky finger is opened out. Does that make sense? So the affirmation for the throat chakra is, I am totally purified in my inner truth and ready to recognize and share my vocation with others. So your destiny, your vocation, your dharma, you're ready to share that with others. So just lift tall in your spine. So just imagine your spinal column like the trunk of a tree and all the nerves and muscles that extend out from it, looking like a tree also. And see yourself as the tree of life. Imagine your body, seeing its energy, meridians, nervous system, your nerves extending out from your spine. Bring your focus to your breathing. All your little branches and nerves extending out. Just breathe in a deep breath and Guide that breath into your nerves, your meridians. Feel yourself stable like a tree rooted in the earth. Even in the wind, your roots go down into the earth. You may sway a little bit with heavy winds or forceful winds, but you're stable and tall. And in that stability, you're able to speak your inner truth, to share your inner truth and your vocation. See if you can sense your nervous system, how it's feeling right now. Are you calm or chaotic in your nerves? Jangled or a sense of ease? I love that word, ease. And tune in to your physical body and see what sensations you notice. And as a movement of surrender, just bring your hands in to your navel area, take them out and breathe them up overhead, and fold forward as you breathe out, and come sitting tall again. Take arms out to the side, breathe up, and surrender as you fold forward. Surrender to your inner self, your soul nature, and the guidance of the cosmos. And just create a flow with that breathing up, relaxing forward, ease and surrender. The tree that bends and does not break. And one last breathing move. And we'll pause here and just stretch away. Spider walking fingers out from your shoulders. And coming back up to center, bringing palms into Anjali Mudra prayer hands, and we'll chant Om 3 times. So take in your deep breath, a good full breath. Om. Breathe. Om. Breathe. Om. We'll chant Om again a couple of times, but what we'll do is just let your teeth touch, just barely touching. It's a really cool sensation, and it kind of vibrates in your head. So starting with a deep breath. Om. One more time. Your teeth come together after you close the Om with the M. So breathe a deep breath. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti. All right. All right, just stretch your arms up and reach for the ceiling. Reach for the sky. The sky is the limit. And bring palms together. Turn your palms upward and give it a stretch for your shoulders and arms. Even down into your hips. Reach up and then reach again. And again. Getting so tall. You'll be an inch taller when you leave your practice today. And just turn to your left. Turn to your right. Breathe to center. Breathe out to the left. Still lifting. Breathe center. Breathe out to your right. Now you're facing right. Separate your hands and just lower down for your twist. So your left hand will be on your right knee and your free arm will be behind you. Press the palm down, straighten your arm and use it for a backrest. Gently stretching into your twist. Chasing the edge. Be aware of your throat. It's getting some stimulation in the twist here. And then unwind just to your right leg. So you're facing it, your hand is holding onto your knee. Just scoop your right arm forward and breathe, lift, and lean to the back. And come back to center, breathing both arms up overhead. Now, if you'd like to change your feet, you can do that here. And turn to your left. And just lower your arms down, right hand on left knee, left hand behind you. Lift. Breathe in your twist. Expanding your ribs. Massaging your diaphragm and your organs. Notice the energy up around the upper back and shoulders as you turn your head. What does it feel like for you? Now unwind just to where you're facing your left knee and scoop your left arm out and breathe up and back. Hold on well to your knee, firm hold. And release your stretch. Just lower your arms down, stretch out your legs, shake out your knees. All right, loosening, lubricating in the ankle joints. And flex and point, flex and point, flex and point. Hold your flex and circle around in your shoulders. And reverse. And bring your palms behind you. Bring elbows and shoulder blades in and lift your chin, lift your chest, and arch to the back. Press your legs down, tilt into an arch. Allow the light to come into your throat. Just imagine the light above you. And come to center, breathe, arms up overhead. And forward fold. Just go where you can. We're still warming up. And scoop fingertips forward. Use your arms to lift you. And come down, arms behind you, palms on the mat. Lift the heart. Keep legs engaged. Press against the mat. Arch. And then come forward. Breathe, arms overhead. Reach up. And Paschimottanasana. Forward bend. The east. Now this stretches the west side of the body. The back is the west. And that's where we often store emotion. And scoop it forward. And we'll come into inclined plane this time. Reach up, deep breath, and lower down. This time, we'll lift our hips and point the toes. Press down in your palms and lift up. See if you can get your toes to reach the floor. Reach it up, lift your hips, lift a little more, lift. And lower down, flex the feet. Sitting on the sitting bones, breathe arms up, reach. And Paschimottanasana on the out breath. And scoop it up, breathe. And lower down. I'm going to turn sideways for a moment here. Open the chest, lift the chin. Point the toes and lift your hips up. Reach the toes to the floor. Lift a little more. Lift your hips up. Notice your arms. How do they feel? And lower down. Last forward bend. Breathe arms overhead. And release. Another surrender to your highest good. No more resistance. And then scoop the arms up. Reach and come down. Okay. So bend your knees. Lower down onto your back. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Rock side to side. And hands underneath the back of your knees and lift your legs up. Reach your arms down towards your ankles. Knees are straight, but not locked, not gripping. Breathe your deep breath. Draw your navel in and draw your legs towards your face. So this is like Paschimottanasana, only we're on our backs instead of our legs and hips. Bring your legs in if you can. If you want to go all the way into plow, you're welcome to. It's a nice stretch when you take your arms overhead, flex your feet, come up a little higher on your shoulders, and press your heels away. Now bring your arms forward, palms on your low back, and lift your legs up. Into half shoulder stand. Give some wiggles in your belly. And bring those organs. Let them settle in to their natural position before gravity took over, huh? And just flex your feet, turn your toes out, heels together, and just open the legs out to the side. Let them come in for a passive stretch. Bring your elbows a little closer if you can. And take the right leg back. Whoops. Oh, geez. The right leg back. And the left leg is towards your face. So it's almost like you're in splits. And then lift up. Get a good hold on your hips. And right leg towards your face, left leg towards the floor. Okay. Now from there, and this can get a little slippery, and I have to check my roller here. It fell over on my head, of course. There we go. There. All right. Good, good. Get a little adjustment here. All right. So there's a really beautiful pose. It's called the star. So it's one of my favorites, although I don't do it very often. It's just really pretty. So kick up once again if you came down, and bring your elbows in close. Now you're in half shoulder stand, letting all those organs go to their natural position. Now just take your right leg out and your left leg towards your face, and bend your right knee and let your foot come onto the floor. Now you might want to change your hand position, bringing your thumbs behind you. Now you're going to bring the right leg forward, and you're just going to come back into half shoulder stand, change hand position. Okay. So this time we'll start with the left leg. So you lower out, let the knee bend, let it down onto the floor. Bring your hands around. You can get a really nice stretch here if you turn your thumbs under and your fingers are above, if you can see that, and you rest your hips in your hands. Okay, now we're just going to let it down here. Let your back and your hips down. Bring your knees in towards your chest, and if you need to circle around in your wrists, that's fine. All right, so now we're going to rock a few times. So just rock up, watch out for necklaces and your rings. Make sure you have enough room on your mat. So kick and forward, kick and forward. And if you want to take your feet all the way to the floor behind you, overhead, you can do that. And forward, kick and forward. So from here, we're going to repeat some of what we did. We're going to add a move from, I think it was Friday morning's practice. So we're going to kick. Bring your feet in. You want to bring them in under your hips. If they don't come, just give it another shot and get some momentum. Come up onto your feet. Place your palms on the mat. Spread out your fingers. From here, we're going to hop back into plank. Hold for 2 breaths. Lift into downward facing dog. Stretch out your calves here. Lift the right leg up. Bend your knee and bring your foot in between your hands for sun pose. Step the back foot in, lower down gently, rock, kick it up, palms on the mat, bend your knees, hop back into plank. 2 breaths. Hold your core muscles. Down dog. This time, we'll lift the left leg up. Bend your knee and bring your, oops, don't stub your toe like I just did. Bring your foot in between your hands into sun pose. Lift, bring the back foot in. Stoop down, lower, and we'll repeat both sides. Kick it forward, palms on the floor, hop back into plank, 2 breaths. Down dog. Draw your tummy up, lift your pelvic floor, lift your right leg up into 3-legged. Bend your knee and step the right foot in between your palms. Sun pose. Step the back foot in. Lower down, kick into plow or half shoulder stand. Breathe. And palms on the floor. Hop back into plank. 2 nice breaths. And down dog. And lift your left leg into 3-legged dog. Reach. Bend your knee. Step it forward. Sun pose. Stretch through your back heel. And this time, we'll step the back foot in. Come in for a head to knee stretch. And legs are engaged. Separate your feet hip width. And reverse swan. Coming up, arms out to the side. Lengthen out in your body. Legs are active. Breathe it up. And soften your knees. Step the right leg back into warrior 1 pose. Reach up and back. Bring palms in. We'll go to the left for a prayer twist. Take your time. And then bring palms back onto the floor. Step it in. Head to knee pose. Engage the muscles around your knees. Lift your thighs, your kneecaps, arms out to the side. Reverse swan. Breathe it up. And soften your knees. Take the left leg back into warrior 1. Reach up. Lift up and back, wherever your body will allow. Come to center, bring palms together. And prayer twist on the other side. Relax into your pose. And just bring palms onto the floor. Step back into downward facing dog. And lower your knees down. Bring your hips down onto your heels. And relax in child's pose. Breathe. Now we'll lift up. We'll direct our bodies into camel pose. So come up onto your knees. You can let them separate a little bit. And if you need to overlap your mat or put a towel under your knees just to protect them, then take a moment to do that. Turn your toes under. Okay, just being like kids, all right? Remember how, some of the comedians, they'll stand on both feet and then they'll lean to one side. Well, we're going to do that, but we're going to go to the back. So just keep your arms at your sides. You can press on your thighs or your thigh bones if you want. Breathe and lift tall. Engage your hips and just lean back. See if you can stay in a straight line. Lean back and forward. Breathe. Lean. Forward. Breathe. Lean. Breathe out. And then reach either for one foot or both if you're able to reach for both. That'll give you a phenomenal stretch. And lift your heart. Take your chin back. Lean over your feet. And then if your body is willing and able, let the tops of your feet down and bring the palms onto your feet. Press your hips forward a little bit. Arch. Now bring your right arm up and back by your ear and back down. Switch sides. Breathe it up. Bring it down. Now reach just straight forward. Pull yourself out and bring your hips down onto your heels. Bring your thighs together. Lean forward, separate your feet. Again, if you need something to pad you under your ankles, Just take a moment and use whatever you have, your mat or a towel. We're just going to lean back and stretch our thighs. So just come down at your own pace. Try to keep the legs together. Roll the hips under slightly and lower down for an awesome thigh stretch. Bring your arms up overhead. Hold on to both elbows. Now you can increase your stretch by pressing your knees down to the floor. Breathe, move with the breath. So inhale, press the knees down. Release, breathe. And press the knees down, stretch, breathe out, and keep on with your deep breath. Then release your arms. Press up onto your elbows and just walk your way up. Come over, sitting in easy pose for a moment. I left my clock upstairs, so I have to get in. Okay. We've just got a little bit of time here. All right. 3 rounds of Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. So the right hand, bring in index finger, second finger, cup the hand, right thumb to right nostril, breathe in through the left as you close the right. Switch, ring finger, pinky finger on the left, breathe out through the right nostril. So breathe into a count of 4. Switch, exhale to a count of 8. Breathe. One more round. And then just let your hand come onto your knee for 2 breaths. Now, lower down into Shavasana and let yourself completely relax. Breathe a few deep breaths, and each time you exhale, let yourself deepen your relaxation. And just remember, I am totally purified in my inner truth and ready to recognize and share my vocation with others. Go a little deeper now. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, 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 Shanti. Om. Start to become aware of your body. The tree of life that resonates within you, stable and tall, strong, able to meet Challenge like the wind. Bring some movement into your extremities. Slide your feet together and just for a moment, bring both arms up overhead. Hold on to your elbows and take your body over to the side to stretch your arms and shoulders. And then release your arms, bring your knees up to your chest. Give them a big hug. And then roll to one side and come up into sitting, filled with gratitude, with new stimulated energy, a new focus on your ability to know and speak your inner truth, and the courage to do that. Bring your hands into our new mudra, holding in the index finger, holding it with the thumb. Bring the long finger and ring fingers together and pinky finger extended out to the side. Sealing in the benefits, the energy, the intention of your practice today. And bring palms together over your heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here to share in yoga energy, the ancient energy of yoga. So bless you, everybody. Namaste.
Hi, Danielle.
Hey, ladies.
Hey.
Yeah, sorry, I turned my recording off because it was going slow, my laptop.
Oh,
And I was like, maybe I'll save resources if I do that.
well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we can always send it to you if you ever want it, you know,
Yes.
if you want to do our little flow.
Like that. That was a workout.
Yeah.
It was.
Well, I added the
Fine.
plank and what else did I add? Oh, the sun pose.
Yes.
So we added that on from Friday. Aren't you lucky?
Yes.
Yay.
Did it feel good?
Mhm.
At least?
Yeah.
All
My
right.
back felt a lot better. It was kind of tight, but all that rolling on it and everything got it the circulation going. It feels pretty good.
All
Yes.
right. We'll take it, huh?
For sure. Well,
Okay, well, I'm gonna go.
same here.
Have a good one, ladies.
Have a good evening.
You
Have a good
too.
night.
You too. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.